everyone, my name is Malvika Varadan and I'm very proud to bring you stories from around the world. Now this is a project by The Hive and Toddle and there are some very important rules to remember. Number one, listen really carefully to these stories. Number two, don't be afraid to pause this video and act along and follow the instructions, alright? And number three, right after we finish reading our stories, after our story time, don't forget to try out all the cool craft activities in your Toddle box and make sure that you get your hands dirty. Stories from around the world. Well, whether or not we're getting on planes and going on holidays this summer, we're definitely going to travel through stories. And today we're going to travel to Scandinavia. So is Scandinavia a country? Have you heard of Norway or Sweden or Denmark? Maybe you want to find out what that has to do with Scandinavia. Ask someone or maybe look it up on Google. The King of the Mountain, a tale from Scandinavia. The Mountain King lived in a castle at the top of a very high mountain. And he was a troll who loved playing tricks and owned 2 magic hats that he used to cause mischief and mayhem. Do you have 2 hats in your house? Maybe you can keep them close should you need it. The first hat was flat and it made anyone who wore it invisible. Invisible means nobody can see you. Can you imagine what that would be like if nobody could see you? You could go to all kinds of places. The second hat was very tall and it let the wearer see anything that was hidden. Interesting. One day, the king heard that a farmer who lived in the valley below was getting married. And the farmer had planned a whole day of dancing and feasting. And the king was not invited. And he was quite upset. And he showed me a very upset face. Like, how dare you not invite me to your party? I'll go anyway, said the Mountain King. And he put on the hat that made him invisible. And he strolled down the mountain, laughing to himself about all the trouble that he was going to cause. What kind of naughty laugh do you think he had? The guests had just sat down to eat when the Mountain King arrived. And they were very surprised when the food began to fly off their plates. Let's try imagining that. So you're eating something. Huh? What? Where did that go? Wouldn't you be surprised? Do you want to try? Pork and potatoes and pickles and pies, they all flew through the air and vanished as the invisible troll swallowed them up. So can you imagine what that was like? Whoa, my pie! Ah, my potato! What's going on? Cried everyone in alarm. He knocked over the wedding cake, tripped up the bride, and danced on the tables. This is a very badly behaved king, I must say. One little boy guessed that the Mountain King was up to his tricks and decided to put a stop to it. He sneaked out of the room and he ran, huffing and puffing, up the steep mountain to the troll's castle. He was like running up this high mountain. He knocked loudly on the door and the troll's wife answered. She looked very surprised because obviously they never had any visitors. The Mountain King sent me, Your Majesty, panted the boy. No, let's do that again with the panting. Maybe you can try to. The Mountain King sent me, Your Majesty. He's feeling very hungry. But the farmers hidden all the food and drink. No one will show him where it is. So he told me to run up the mountain and fetch his other magic hat. Once he puts it on, he'll be able to see where everything is and eat the lot. Now the queen obviously believed him and went into the castle and fetched the tall hat, and the little boy took it and thanked her very politely. Thank you, ma'am. And then he raced back down the mountain. Now the troll was still causing all kinds of trouble, although no one could see him. The wedding guests were hiding in a corner while the invisible troll smashed the plates and squashed the food. How do you think it was hiding in there? Oh God, that noise. Oh, what are they doing? Maybe you could try. Don't be scared, the boy called out to the guests. It's only the Mountain King playing his tricks. He put on the troll's tall hat and he immediately saw the Mountain King wearing the other magic hat and stomping on some kind of wobbly jelly. Oh God, what a mess it must have made. Imagine all over the floor. Oh, can you show me? Yuck, this wobbly jelly on your feet. Ha ha! Nobody can stop me because nobody can see me. Ha ha ha! Laughed the troll. I can see you, said the boy. When the troll saw the boy was wearing his magic hat, he gnashed his teeth. What does it mean to gnash your teeth? Can you try that? And he ran to the door. He's there, shouted the boy, pointing a finger, and the wedding guests ran after him, shouting angrily. And what do you think the troll was saying? Help! Yelled the troll. He rushed out of the room and he didn't stop running until he had reached the castle, and he was never again seen down in the valley. In case you go to Scandinavia and you go up to a high mountain, just watch out for that troll. We hope you enjoyed that story, and we hope you enjoyed acting along. Now don't forget to get your hands dirty and start doing all of the craft activities associated with that story. And remember, even if we can't get on planes and travel around the world, stories and words can help us go anywhere.